Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In today's video is another Disney Villainous in Tabletop Simulator. And this is the final villain for Despicable Pot's expansion. It is the Horn King from The Black Cauldron, which is an underrated yet not so great movie. And it's very hard to explain why. Let's just say that if you look at the Wikipedia page, you'll understand what's going on. But for right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get started because his objective is to have the cauldron born in each location. And this one is like a repeat process if my memory serves correctly. But there are two ways that you can reclaim the black cauldron. But for the time being, we need to get this game started ASAP. Okay, so what we have here is we have Cauldron Born. This is the card that you need. It is an ally card that has 6 strength. And it doesn't require any power, just 0. Cauldron Born may only be played when the power of the Black Cauldron is showing. Do not discard if used in a vanquish action. Then we have the Ancient Soldiers. And it has the ability to have an activation of the card if you it is an item card, but you can also activate it for whatever reason may be. This location will gain an activation symbol is what I'm trying to say. Speaking of which, the Black Cauldron will always be on top, and it is a relic, which is a special card for the Horn King. At the start of your turn, discard 1 Cauldron Born from any location. Flip this tile to the power of the Black Cauldron. And that's what it does. But we're not going to, you can flip this card back and forth, but we're not going to show it just yet, because we need to get this game started. This one right here is, we have made a bargain. This card does, it's the effect card. Either shuffle your villain discard pile back into your deck or pay 3 additional power. Discard the whatever this is and claim the Black Cauldron. And this one is the dragon, which I can't pronounce it because the name is a bit very, very off. When performing a vanquish action, this dragon may be used to defeat a hero at their location or at any adjacent location, which might come in handy. So, we're going to get started. We only have about 20 rounds to complete our objective. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to spin, well, not spin, but gain 3 power, which, by the way, the 4 locations are Morba, Fair Folk Kingdom, Dungeons, and Throne Room. Okay, so let's see. What else can I do here? I get to play 2 cards, and I also get to vanquish. I think for the time being, I'm going to spend all 3 power just to play this card right here. Because it will gain some sort of activation. It will gain some sort of like activation symbol. And you have a choice to activate it. And right now there's no active, well, technically I wanted to activate it. If, when I go through this location, I gain a free active symbol. Or an active action, which means I can activate the cards. But for the time being, that is it. And now I gotta move this piece to roll the dice. And it's a 3, which means I get faded. And I already shuffled these cards. And apparently we have 3 heroes. We have Felder Flam. For some reason he has two Fs. When he is played, move all allies to his location, which I don't have any. And then we have all other heroes. No, we have Princess Eloine. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's been a while since I heard of these characters. The reason why I never heard of them is because, well, it's a rare movie. What she does is that all other heroes in the Horn King's realm gains +1 strength. Although there's no other heroes here, so I'm trying to figure out if I should play her. I think I'm going to play her right over here, even though there's no heroes at this time. But I get to draw 1 card, and I end up getting another Cauldron Born, and that is it. That is technically it. So next up, I get to make another decision, and this decision will not be easy. This decision will not be easy because the location that I'm going to, I need to go over here to gain some power. However, I'm going to automatically fate myself because of this fate symbol in that location. However, I think I'm going to go ahead and head to Morva to gain only 1 power and only discard 1, just to play it safe. And there you go. And I end up getting a 5, which means I don't get fated. And what is this we have here? We have Show Me the Black Cauldron. And this one is also probably a way to, well, let's just say this. It's an effect card where either claim the Black Cauldron or gain 3 power. So I might as well go ahead and do that instead. So I think that is it for this turn, or this round. And, oh my goodness, this always happens. Okay, sorry about that. As you can tell, whenever I play Tabletop Simulator and I try to pick up the player piece, I always accidentally click on the board instead. So I gotta be very, very careful. So I'm going to place the Horn King right back here to gain 1, 2, 3 power. And at this time, let's see, I am going to, let's see, at the start of your turn, discard, the problem is that I can't play any of these just yet. Can't play any of these just yet. But I am going to spend 1 power just to play this effect card to claim the Black Cauldron. And there you go. I claimed it, but it's going to stay on top of the character right here because it's a relic card. Then, let's see. Then the next thing that I need to do, if I want to play, I get to activate something. I can go ahead and activate this card, but I don't want to do that just yet. I don't want to do that just yet. And let's see. You know what? I think I think I'm going to play this dragon here so that it could perform a Frankwich action. And that will be it. So roll the dice. Ooh, a 6, which means I don't get fated. And we have another new card and another Cauldron Born. So let's check this one out. Visions. Gain power equal to the number of heroes in your realm. which I might want to play that. And what was the reason? Well, let's just say that I may need to get some more power. So let's carefully place our play piece of the Horn King right over here to the dungeon to gain 2 power. Although might be risky because of the fate symbol or the fate action. But we'll worry about that later. Because right now, I'm going to play this card to gain, let's see, another power, which is going to be 2 because of the princess. And I don't want to move any items nor allies right now. So, I think I'm going to automatically fate myself without rolling the dice. This one is like a rinse and repeat process. So, we have fair folk. Ancient soldiers cannot be played to this location. So this is going to be like one of the most difficult ones. But where could I play it at? Well, first thing first, we have an effect card, which is I Believe in You. The Horn King must discard his hand, then draw 3 cards from his villain deck, which may be a terrible thing because I have Cauldron boards. So, in any case, I'm going to have to play this. The ancient soldiers will not be played to this location, but it didn't say anything about the other locations. So I might have to play some ancient soldiers right here and here, and until this gets defeated, and stuff, I won't play it here. So I draw 1 card, and we get another one of these. But I'm definitely going to need those. Because the next thing, I gotta carefully put this piece right here to gain 3 power. Then I'm going to use this effect card by spinning 1 power to gain another 3 power. 1, 2, 3. Then, I don't want to play any cards yet because I still need some more ancient soldiers. But what I am going to do is to have this dragon vanquish the princess. When performing vanquish action, must defeat a hero to their location, and this is the one. Or it could be a other different location, but the princess has been defeated, so now my turn is done, and it's a 7. So let's see what I get here. It's a condition card. Let's see what it says here. Only moments away from victory. During their turn, if another player plays an item card or an item, you may play only moments away from victory. Play an item from your hand for 0 cost, which might come in handy, I will say. But now, here's the tricky part. What should I do now? This is a tough situation here. But I think I'm going to go and head back to the dungeon, gain 2 power. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is to have my dragon been moved from Morva to the throne room. I don't know if that's how it works, but I'm going with it. Then I have a choice to play this card, but the Cauldron Born may only be played when the power of the Black Cauldron is showing. So, I can't do any of that right now. I can't play anything. So, now, I'm going to go ahead and fate myself because of the location has a fate symbol. And we have 2 effect cards. So, we have Gurgi's Sacrifice, which, by the way, people claims that he's the most annoying character. Probably the most hated because of his voice. If the power of the Black Cauldron is faced up, flipped it over, which is really bad because because this will risk chances of not being able to win and stuff. And it takes a long time. Or reunite it. Search the Horn King's discard pile and play a hero from it. Which I might have to do that. And it's going to be the princess again. The princess is back. And I almost forgot. Because they're evenly because they're even with the strength of 2, this is discarded. So that was my mistake. And these fair folk has 1 strength, but because the princess is there, now they have 2 strength. So this is kind of bad. So my apologies for the mistake. I don't get to draw anything, and that's it. Alright, so now this is crunch time. So what I need to do is I need to gain 3 power. Then I'm going to go ahead and gain a free activated action. And I'm going to use it on the cauldron. And we see the power of the Black Cauldron, which looks scary enough. It says on your turn before you move, you must pay 2 power to replace an ancient soldier in play with a Cauldron Born from your hand. You must only do this once per turn. Okay, so I think I might want to do that right now. So I'm going to pay 2 power, even though this one has 0 power. But I'm going to replace these ancient soldiers here and put a Cauldron Born here. And they have 6 strength. So I'm going to assume that right now I might be able to use them to defeat these heroes. At least I hope so. Because I don't want them to do anything that's going to affect my chance of winning. But I think that is it for my turn. So now I gotta roll. And it's a 9, which means I don't get faded. And draw a card. And what we have is another ally, which is the Horned King's Henchman, which has no additional abilities. But this will come in handy. And the reason why is because I needed them to defeat either the princess or the fair folk. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to head to the throne room instead of here. And I am going to spend 2 power just to bring these henchmen to the princess. Then I have an option to move my allies, but I'm not going to. At least not yet. And I roll a 3, which means I get faded. And we have some heroes. It's either Gurgi. When Gurgi is defeated in a vanquish action, shuffle him back into the Horn King's Fate deck. Or the Witches of Morva. When the Witches of Morva are played, the Horn King must immediately either lose 2 power or discard 2 cards from his hand. Which is still a terrible thing. But let's see. I think I'm going to have Gurgi here. Because he only has 1 strength, while these ladies have 3. Even though they have they have a strong advantages and stuff, but you know. And we got another henchman. So we're down to 13 rounds, and we still need to get that ancient soldier. I don't know how many of these that I have right now. But then again, let me see. Hold on. Cauldron Born may only be played when the black power of the Black Cauldron is showing. I guess I could go with that. I don't know if there's only one ancient soldier, but I think for now, I'm going ahead and gain 1 power. Then I'm going to pay 2 power to bring one of these here. Then I'm going to pay another, no, first off, I can't even place them in the, I can't place an ancient soldier there. But I know what I'm going to do. Because first off, I am going to have these henchmen vanquish the princess once more. And I did not, for some reason, I did not put 3 cards in there. I should have just click and drag. That's my mistake. I wasn't paying attention. So the princess is defeated with 2 strength, while they're still alive with only 3. And let's see. And I think that's it. That's definitely it. So now roll a dice. And it's a 1. It is a 1. This is where it gets nerve-wracking. We have an effect card, which is Gurgi's Happy Day. Shuffle all discarded fake cards back into the Horn King's fake deck. Draw 2 new ones, 2 new fake cards, then play both of them, which is really bad. Or Dolly. When Dolly is played, you may move each hero to Horn King's realm to any other realm. And as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and place him in Morva. Once again, he has 1 strength, so I'm going to have to move Gurgi here, and I'm going to move these fair folk right over here. And it didn't say anything about Cauldron Boards, so they're probably too late for that. So next up, I draw a card, and we got another ancient soldier. I may not understand it fully. I may not understand it fully of, you know, but it's just a learning process. So next up, I'm going to go and place the Horn King carefully to the throne room. And what I do next is I am going to have the henchman vanquish Dolly. So now he's gone with only 1 strength, and they have 3. Then I'm going to discard 1 card for now. And then I'm going to spin 2 power to place the Cauldron Borns right here. Because we need to get them in each location. And I think that's it. That is definitely it, because we only got 1 more location and we win. But isn't that simple? Who knows? And of course, it's not simple because I get faded with I roll a 1. Okay, we have an item card. When I think it's Derwin. Um, uh, Wait a minute, it's a sword. When this is played, you can attach it to a hero. When performing a vanquish action against a hero, at least 2 allies must be used or reunited, which is exactly where I'm going to play that card and bring back Dolly. Even though this sword may be a disadvantage depending on the situation. So I get to draw 2 cards here, and we got 2 ancient soldiers, and our hour has arrived. Flip the black cauldron into the power of the black cauldron. This is like another option if you wanted to flip it over the black cauldron without using the ancient soldiers. Excuse me, but it's like too little too late, if you know what I mean. And I think that's it for this turn. I cannot remember. I wanted to leave it at 12, but it wouldn't be right. Because I can barely remember how many rounds that I pulled through. Because I've been rambling about the cards and stuff. So next up, I'm going to carefully place the Horn King back into the kingdom so that the Cauldronborns can vanquish Gurgi and they do not get discarded. That's the main thing. And then I gain 1, 2, 3 power. Then I have a choice to play some cards. But I do not want to right now. So let's go ahead and roll the dice. And it's a 9, which means I get faded. I don't draw anything. That's it. We're getting very close here. We're getting very, very close. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to place the Horn King here to the throne room and have these Cauldronborns vanquish the fair folk because it's causing a lot of problems. Then I'm going to have to discard 2 cards. Well, actually 3. And then I'm going to leave my henchmen alone for a while. I'll roll the dice. And it's a 4. I wish it would have been 10, but it does not matter. So let's see what we got here. We got Taran, which is to gain 1 strength for every other hero at his location, or I Believe in You, which the Horn King must discard 3 cards and stuff, which is pointless because, you know. So I'm going to place Taran right here in Morba with Dolly. And I think Taran will gain 1 strength, which leads him to 3. Not that great. But if I defeated Dolly, it would not be a problem. So now I get to draw 3 cards. Oh, we got Vision. Another ancient soldier. And another one of these. So there you go. And I think right now I'm going to place the Horn King carefully towards the kingdom again to gain 1, 2, 3 power. And have these henchmen vanquish Dolly. And because Dolly is gone, Taran goes back to 2 strength. And Dolly only has 1. So I have the option to play a card. So I am going to play this effect card. And I'm going to gain the power that equally to the number of the heroes. And it's going to be 1. Because I accidentally realized that I think each hero, I think it means the number of heroes in not the number of hero strength, but just the heroes in general. So that was my mistake. I'm kind of frustrated right now because we're getting very close, and I do need one more Cauldron Born. And it could be in this deck. It's just that it's going to be very difficult to get. So that's the end of the turn. Let's roll. Oh my goodness, I could have had a 9 or a 6, but I end up getting a 1. Great. So let's see what's in here. Oh, and this is Hin Win. While Hin Win is played, the Horn King cannot play effect cards. When Hin Win is vanquished, Horn King claims the Black Cauldron, which is another way to claim the Black Cauldron. Or we can go with this guy, which move allies to his location. Which is like not a good idea. Not a good idea. And by move allies, it means all the Cauldron Borns, which is not a good thing. It is not a good thing. Simply because, you know, I get to draw 3 cards, and we got an effect card. Let's check this out. We got you now, Pig Keeper. Either find and play Hinwin or defeat a hero with a strength of 1, which I'm assuming it could be only a hero with a strength of 1. But I think I may have solved the solution. Going to the throne room, and I'm going to spend 2 power to play this effect card, because I'm going to defeat a hero with a strength of 1, so he's defeated. And I'm going to move one of my Cauldron Borns back into the throne room. And I'm going to have to discard 3 of my cards right now. And that's it. Roll the dice. Oh, it's a 5. I don't get faded. Draw 4 cards, 4 brand new cards, and that is it. Oh yeah, and by the way, it is pronounced Furflam. The only odd thing about his name is that he has 2 F's. It's kind of putting me off a little bit. But we got 4 brand new cards. Let's see what we get. And what do you know? What do you know? So we have another one of these dragon things. We also have another Agent Soldier. We have a Bargain. And another one of these. But these are all pointless right now. So right now, oh, I almost forgot. I gotta put this right here. So now I gotta place the Horn King carefully towards the kingdom. Well, actually, headed towards to the dungeon to gain 2 power. And this is the risky move. But I'm going to have another one of them to go here. Moving my my allies here. And I'm going to have to play a card, which I don't want to. So right now I automatically fate myself. And it's a very risky move. Very risky move. So we have him again. And I almost forgot to shuffle him back. I think I already did that because I probably forgot about it. Gurgi's happy. Shuffle all this and all that. This is probably the challenging part, but I'm gonna go with Gurgi on this one. And he goes right here, if my memory serves correctly. Alright, I don't get to draw anything, so that is it. And I'm going to have the Horn King carefully go to Morva to gain 1 power, then discard all 4 cards, because neither of these are useful right now. I might be playing this wrong, but yeah, who knows. Also, I'm playing this by myself. I got 8, which means I don't get faded. That's a good sign. So, draw 4 brand new cards once again. And that is it. We're down to the wire here, so we need to make it count. This is exactly what I needed. This is exactly what I needed. Okay, so now right now I have a choice. I'm just gonna go back to the throne room and move my henchmen there so they can try to defeat Taran. However, I am going to spend 2 power, even though it's 0 power with this card. But because of this relic, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use this one right here. And they can probably help to defeat Terran. The odds are against them. And we also have the Creeper. When used in a vanquished action, do not discard Creeper. Instead, move him to the Horn King's location. So I got all Cauldron Borns. All 4 Cauldron Borns in each location. But the main question is, do I win the game? Well, there's only one way to find out. Okay, so we have 4 Cauldron Borns. Well, we technically have 1 in each location, so that makes it a total of 4. So right now, I think that is it for the end of my turn. All you have to do is figure out what is going to happen at this time. And it is a 6, which means I don't get faded, and I get to draw a card, which I end up getting another ally, which is the guard dog. The guard dog gain 1 strength if at a location with other allies. So that is it. I win. The Horn King has now taken over the realm. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Horn King playthrough of Disney Villainous Tabletop Simulator. Even though I have 2 heroes that is like still in pain and stuff, but regardless, I got each Cauldron Born in each location, and now it doesn't matter how many I can assume, but at this point, it is a success once again. And now we're probably going to move on to bigger and badder expansion, which features 3 villains, which is Syndrome from Incredibles, uh, Lotus or something, I forgot his name. I think it's Lotso from Toy Story 3, and of course, the classic Madame Yim from The Sword and Stone. But unfortunately, I'm not going to do that playthrough right now because what's missing is the actual design play piece for the actual physical copy of the game. So I'm just waiting for for the creators to create that piece so that I can complete and end this playthrough of the Disney Villainous collection once and for all. But I think for the time being, this is going to be a hiatus break. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Turn on these notifications so you won't miss a single upload. And I'll see you all in the next video. And just remember one thing. Stay safe and have a wonderful day.